Vintage Trouble, how are you guys?
Good,
Right,
how are
how are
you?
you?
I'm very well, thank you. How do you feel to be back in Glasgow?
It's beyond. Actually, this is probably one of our most special places in Great Britain. I would say. I mean, we had some of the most amazing moments. We played it with Bon Jovi. We played it with Brian May, and we did one of our. We went on a club tour, and we were supposed to play at the ABC in a smaller venue, and we came here with our tour bus, and we met the promoter, and he said, "We've been selling so many tickets, we have to move you up to the big room."
Amazing.
And we only been playing for like 400 or 500 seaters before that on our own, and suddenly we come up and we see 1,200 very, very excited troublemakers in front of the stage, and we just couldn't believe it. And we ended up actually recording it on. We have a DVD coming out with a whole live show from that
Awesome.
from that night, and
Last time we were here.
live in Glasgow, and it was just so very special to us.
Yeah, it's part of a documentary. It's actually a double DVD set, and the documentary itself is called 80 Shows in 100 Days.
Sweet.
And like Nolly was saying, the cool part about it is that the cherry on top of those 100 days was actually here in Glasgow.
Brilliant, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
We also did at the Belladrum Festival,
superb.
and then they asked us to come back the following year. So we kind of have a special relationship with Scotland as a whole. We did the Voodoo Rooms in Edinburgh too. It was the first time we heard a whole room sing our songs back to us.
Yeah.
So we've had a lot of really great experiences here, and we've kind of missed coming here in the last run for logistical reasons. So to get back here finally it's a really special thing for us.
Also, there's a part of the cool reason for us being here right now is we have a new album out that is the Bomb Shelter. I came with this the other day. It's really weird because people are like, he said the debut album, so I called it the debut album extension, which is Bomb Shelter Sessions, the Encore edition. And there are two songs on that. One is Pelvis Pusher, which is on radio, and there's a new video you guys can all get on iTunes. But the second song is Run Like the River, and it's got one of the most romantic Vintage Trouble stories surrounded by it because we were playing the Rockness Festival. And when we were leaving the festival, as if it wasn't beautiful enough, it was a day where the sun came out. The sun came out for about 2 hours.
Wow.
We caught one of those hours was our set. Then it started raining again. And then as we were leaving there, it was cool because we were driving, and all of a sudden Richard asked the bus driver to stop, and we stopped, and we were like, let's go down to the water. Because Richard said, I gotta get my feet. And then that's it.
Loch Ness.
That's it. He just wanted to get some toe kissing going on. And so we said, let's bring instruments. Let's not just go down. So we brought all of our instruments down, and we played a song right on the water. And the video, you hear the water as the soundtrack behind the song of Run Like the River, which is one of the two new songs that's on the Bomb Shelter Sessions Encore edition. So, I mean, that song, every time we play it now, along with feeling the spirit of what the song is about, we think about the Loch Ness behind it.
You guys are obviously here on tour. You've got your own tour. You had your own tour. How's that going? Is that going well for you?
Yeah.
Just started and like
Dublin.
Yeah, in Dublin, and so like I said earlier, I mean, Glasgow holds such a special place for us. We can't wait for this to sort of be an extension of the start. But Dublin was amazing the other night. I mean, lots of we're very fortunate all across the UK and even into Europe now. Just some of the troublemakers, our fans and supporters and family. They show up and they're definitely eager and ready. So the energy's there, and we're ready to play. So we're excited.
Yeah, and basically we've been on tour now for
2 years.
2 years, and we never really came home. So I mean, we've been here a few times, and I don't know. We're building such a fan base around the world now, and it feels like a little bit like coming home.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah,
I like that. That sounds pretty cool. You're obviously here as well supporting the who are playing.
yeah.
But let's not mention them. Who
No,
are
are you
the Who?
kidding me?
Let's mention them. Please.
Yes.
Let's do.
How's that feel? What's it like supporting the Who?
It was actually great that what happened was we did the Classic Rock Awards. We won Best New Band in England, and the same year that the Who Quadrophenia documentary was getting such a rise. So we got to meet Pete and Roger there, or at least come in contact with them. And then we did a Teenage Cancer Trust gig for Roger's charity. And it was amazing because we got to go into the hospital ward. And even a lot of people we were supposed to see, we couldn't see that day because they were too sick. But the ones we actually got to play music for and be around and talk and share stories with, it was really amazing. And even just to speak to the people that work there and understand what the nurses and doctors have to go through and what kind of spirits they have to stay in.
Yeah.
So between being inspired by the courage of the kids and the whole moment, I think that idea laying in our bodies made us better performers. And then when it came time to choose who the Who would have open for them, there were a lot of great musicians in that CD stack, and I think maybe the fact that we had done something good for the world a little bit the year before is maybe what got us to shine through on top. And they chose us because we had worked with the charity, and also because we are a rhythm and blues band. And anyone that has been taken on to the whole Quadrophenia documentary train, you understand where the Who got their beginning from. And that was in early rhythm and blues. So many of the mods back then, you know, it wasn't about rock and roll as much for them as it was for soul and northern soul. And they loved the idea that they could be these kids that were of this place that didn't really create blues or soul music, but it made them feel different, and it made them feel classy, and it made them want to dress up. So that's kind of the beginnings of the Who, and that's kind of who we are a little bit. And so you got to imagine how wild it is to be a band that's been inspired by the Who, and then get to hear them say the reason they chose you, amongst a few other things, was because the style of music that you're playing inspired them to want to do music. So that's kind of freaky.
And obviously you mentioned Pelvis Pusher earlier on. Can you explain what the track is about?
It's an epic document depicting the struggle of the
Black
black man versus
of
the
the
white
hip
devil
hop.
slave master.
It's really more of a
Let it go.
yeah, letting go. You know, it's getting out of your head and into your, you know, the lower part of your body where, you know, the pelvis presides. You know, Ty likes to call it the root chakra. And it also calls people out, you know, even lyrically, it like calls people out to loosen up and get out of your head, get out of your way, and you know, dance. It's a dance song,
Yeah.
you know, but it's also calling out to really, again, don't be so heady, get into your body, shake it off, and you know, feel what that feels like.
It's like Richard was saying, it's you can take it as that head to body thing, but then it's also just a part in our lives that we tend to forget sometimes, and that's just to have fun.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing one of the people ask us when our new record's coming out. It's great because we got to add these 2 songs to the Bomb Shelter sessions, but we're also part of a really nice record this summer called Sound the Alarm, and it's Booker T. Jones's new record, and he asked us to be on it. And one of the songs on his record is just called Fun. And he said the reason why he wanted to do it is because he just wanted people to stop thinking and just party.
Yeah, I want to say again too that I was mentioned earlier about old rhythm and blues and soul music. We trying to with our music a little bit when, you know, we get to perform on these TV shows, and a lot of TV shows now when they do music and have bands play, it's either pre-recorded, backup tapes, and it's, you know, such a big production. We want to show that, you know, any band you get up and play. I know we're not perfect in any way, and we're rowdy and a little funky, and we're so proud that we got the offers to be on these shows and play our type of music, you know, because we really believe in this type of music, like rhythm and blues and soul music, and it's okay for musicians to be a little rowdy, and it doesn't have to be perfect. In today's world of music, everything became very quantized, aligned, and whatever, and they think what people expect, you know, like, oh, we got to put on this huge show, and it's going to be dancers and all these things, and it really doesn't. You can just go up and rock out and have it. And, you know, again, I know we're not perfect in any way, but we're having a great time, and actually the response been phenomenal, you know.
Do you
like
find
people,
after performing on these type of shows, do you find that your fan base increases?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, huge. I mean, Jules Holland for us in UK was
God is the
pivotal.
last
Yeah,
one.
I mean, it truly
It
I mean,
opened
the
thing
whole
up.
tour, when we would meet people coming to shows, the reason they were there, I saw you at Jules Holland.
They're still saying that.
Yeah.
They're still
Amazing.
saying that now. In
Yeah,
line at
2
the Who,
years
there was
ago.
like I saw you guys, on Jules Holland, and that was where my ears perked up and everything. And there for us coming over from the States, even a testament to how great the opportunities are, and the fact that it's opening up to music like ours for television shows in the States, like Jay Leno and like David Letterman. There was nothing that changed, I think our trajectory as a band or our careers or our lives as much as Jules Holland.
When I was supposed to interview you guys last year, I had a game lined up, so I hope you don't mind if we play it just now. It's very silly, it's not very funny at all. Basically, it's called Jules Holland or Jules Germany.
Is
Just-
there,
just
do
excited.
we have to take a shot if we get the answer
Yeah.
wrong?
Is
or-
Jules
is this a drinking game?
Oh no, that's for later on.
There's Jules.
So the first one is go back to the zoo. Is it Jules Holland or Jules Germany?
Jules Germany.
Holland.
You seen Holland?
I say Holland. I'll split it.
Oh, there you go. It's Holland. It's Jules Holland.
They don't have zoos in Germany. That's how.
Oh, really? You'll learn something the
Do
other day.
Marina works there.
Yeah, exactly.
Tokyo Hotel. Jules Holland. Jules Germany.
Jules Germany.
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 Oh, it was Germany. Project Pitchfork.
Jules
Holland.
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 Germany.
Holland.
Germany.
Ah.
Oomph.
That's gotta be Germany.
Germany.
Oomph.
Jules Germany.
I say Holland on that.
Holland.
That was Germany. The next one's maybe my favourite. Dreadlock Pussy.
Dreadlock Pussy.
I'm
Russia.
Jules America.
Jules Russia.
Holland.
Jules Jamaica.
I say Holland.
I
on
say
that.
Jules Germany.
It's Holland.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Can
I
we
would say, but
find
I know I
out-
got a boner.
Dreadlock.
I'll need to maybe edit that out.
That sounds like a bad
Dreadlock.
nightmare.
Yeah, the dreadlock. That is not good sight.
I don't know. It sounded kind of cool for some reason today.
Before I came out, I'd asked a few of your fans if they had any questions or anything, and someone had asked. It was a question for you, Nelly. If you had one amp and one guitar to play with for the rest of your life, what amp and what guitar would it be?
It would be a Gibson Les Paul, the one that I have, and amp would be a Lacey J20.
Awesome, and that was for Dario.
There you go, Darren.
That was a trick question. He works for Lacey J.
Is that another plug?
That's Paul.
And that's fine.
And it's Nale's brother.
Yeah.
If you had to make a band for each of your own talents, who would it be and why?
To replace us. In
Yes.
This band.
Oh, to replace us. Well, I'll take the first shot at that. I think Stanton Moore would be incredible in this band. Stanton Moore is a drummer from New Orleans and plays jazz, plays funk, but plays in this sort of New Orleans groove, which is so contagious and infectious and sexy and dirty that there's nothing like it in the world today, I think. This New Orleans is really a dynamite place. The birth of jazz, New Orleans. Stanton Moore, for me. Yeah.
Willie Weeks, because he's still alive and he's still playing and he's still a bad MF. But if it was dead or alive, Duck Dunn.
Yeah.
Sure, as a bass player.
Awesome. What about yourself, Ty?
Yeah, I would choose. Dead or Alive. That's different.
Dead or alive?
Well,
I would choose Amy Winehouse.
Wow.
I'd bring her back and let her sing with Vintage Trouble.
Yeah.
And it would
Wow,
be
that'd
fucking
be pretty
crazy. Crazy.
We'd be slurring all
Right. Everybody be speaking trouble.
I would say Bo Diddley.
It's good.
Now, what if we got all those four together
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and just formed an opening act for Vintage Trouble?
Or we open for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't the opposite.
Some of them.
Guys, thank you very much.